We're always having fun on the First Family Show. Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to another special edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's Daily Free Winter Show. Guys, every weekday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, we come at you right here on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, joined by some of the world's best documented, love that word, documented, sports handicappers, biggest sports bettors, race and sportsbook directors, columnists, analysts, and once in a while, you're going to see a couple of athletes and celebrities as well. We'll be releasing a ton of free pick winners, great betting insights, and we're going to have a few laughs to boot. So join us each day so we can improve your bankroll and bring you some laughs. We have a great show today. Let me bring them on. Guys, this is not a dating panel. This is documented winning cappers, Adam Trigger, Pablos Lagoretos. Let me say hello to Adam first. Adam, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. I was just telling you backstage, you're talking about snow. It's like 50 degrees and sunny out here in Syracuse, and I'm right outside of Syracuse. So, yeah, we have like a spring day, and you've got snow. Go figure.
It's crazy. And I was just telling Adam, sports fans, let me say hello to Pablos, then we'll adjust the snow. Pablos, how you doing today, buddy?
Hello, everybody. I'm doing great. The Champions League match has just started. I'm putting them on TV, but I'm loyal to my friends, and I'm here to do some, a really nice show with you guys and give out some free winners.
Well, we're happy to have you here. Sports fans, just to let you know, Adam Trigger, one of the most successful, profitable, most popular handicappers on the planet. He's documented over at Wager Talk. He does some shows he'll tell you about in a minute. And Pablos Lagoretos has been given the moniker the Greek god of soccer. Guys, I have seen cappers come and go, and I've worked with the icons in the industry for the last 30-some-odd years here in Vegas. I've never seen any person as good in any one sport as Pablos is in soccer. Pablos, I was telling Adam before the show, yesterday was 67 degrees yesterday in Vegas. We have snow today. And we were a little worried about the internet. About a half an hour before the show, I've got palm trees in the backyard. They were swaying around. Last time I seen winds like that, a house landed on my ex's sister.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, you got to see my ex, man. She looks just like the Wicked Witch of the East. It is really bad, and we got a little nervous about the show, but we are here. We're happy to have you here, guys. During their segments, guys, we're going to tell you where you can find Adam, where you can find Pablos. Now, Adam does, he's on Wager Talk. Pablos is on Sports Memo. Adam does some great podcast. He does a great podcast with Chris and Joe Ranieri, Chris Thurston, CT Betts, Joe Ranieri, a good friend of mine, Kelly Stewart, Kelly in Vegas, one of my oldest friends in the business, even though both she and I look like we're in our 20s. I know her a long time. Guys, before we get into everything, I would like to start my show like I start every show. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Now, Dean and I have happy Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. I'm good at that. Those dyslexic books to cure dyslexia have not come in the mail yet. Dion and I have this ritual. She makes me dress up in red tights and nothing else, like the Valentine's Day Cupid. And I have a bow and arrow, and I got to shoot it in her butt. So,
oh my God!
Having said that,
what is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? You're with me 22 years. But happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there.
But on a good note, what did you buy me?
Guys, I got you me. That's all you deserve. All right, that's it. That's great. Now, guys, it's Valentine's Day. Know whether you have a special someone or not. Guys, it's Valentine's Day. Enjoy. God bless to all of you and your families. A couple of quick things, guys. The First Family is on its own YouTube channel. We need you to go subscribe to it. We need the subscribers, guys. We need the likes. We need the comments. We'll tell you about some Super Bowl swag we're going to be giving away in a moment. I am excited about a few things that is happening. First of all, the giveaways. All right. Once we hit 250 subscribers, I've got a beautiful Super Bowl, official Super Bowl. Let me come this way. T-shirt we'll give away. We're going to draw a name out of the hat from all the subscribers. Every time somebody subscribes, I write their names down. Okay. 500 subscribers, you get the Philadelphia Eagles autographed football, guys. Hurts, Smith, and Brown are on there. And then for 1,000 subscribers, we're going to give you away the biggie. It's a Chiefs ball signed by Kelsey and Mahomes. I got to tell you, no bullet BS. You got a certificate of authenticity with it. We're excited about all this. God bless you. See, it's true. So we need your help. God bless you. We need your help. Subscribe. Even when you see the video, repost it, please. Reshare it, like, comment. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't. Unless it's about me and you don't like it, then I don't want to hear it. No, other than that, guys, I do want to tell you, I did not bring this up yesterday on our first show. I don't know if you know this. First of all, I am documented on quite a few websites. Sports Memo is one of my favorite sites out there. We'll tell you what they got going on in a minute. But I have a free pick hotline. No BS. You know what? No bullshit. I have this hotline going on 8 years now. And just to let you know, guys, every day on a pre-recorded message line, you're not going to get a salesman. Nobody's going to call you back and say, hey, that game stinks. Let me sell you this big game. I worked in sales rooms. I know the sales pitch, guys. Just a free pick, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Just to let you know, I keep a record of my wins and losses. Adam Pavlos, in the going on 8 years, we're a few months shy of 8 years, I have this free pick line. My record is 1,799 wins, 694 losses, and 23 pushes, 72.1% for 8 years, guys. 72.1% makes me a genius for a season. A year, the best capper on the planet. 8 years, only Joe D. Listen, people say, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Now, I do it because I want to put out good information to people that follow me. I take a lot of pride in knowing that you guys trust me with your hard-earned money. Having said that, on the pre-recorded message line, the free pick line, which is 1-800-563-8854, 1-800-JOE-8854. Once in a while, when I feel very, very strongly about something, I'll tell you, if you want to call the pay pick hotline, at this number, still pre-recorded, no salesman, no BS, nobody calls you back, and I put games up there. I put up packages for like 7, 10, 15, 25, or $50, depending on the packages. Guys, I want you to know I don't put up games every single day there. Now, the paid pick hotline for the second straight year did $2 million in revenue. Somebody told me recently, well, why don't you put up games every single day? I said, well, then I'd lose my fan base because I won't win as much. So every day, free pick phone. Once in a while, I will tell you when I have something very, very strong. It's on the pay pick line, but it's the same thing. A pre-recorded message line. You get to hear my lovely voice 7 days a week. It's great. Having said that, guys, real quick, our good friend DJ Ashby, you know him. He is the guitarist for Guns N' Roses and 6 a.m. He's produced some of the biggest music in the world the last decade. Good friend of ours. As a matter of fact, Adam Pavlos, if you recall, the Green Bay Packers home opener this year, he played the Star Spangled Banner on his guitar. Funky haircut, great guy, great musician, one of the best guitarists on the planet. He's having an event this Friday at Area 15. If you're in Vegas, please buy tickets. It's a great event. Tons of great music. Tickets are going quick. Tons of great music. Get to meet DJ. The First Family will be there. Some other great musicians, probably Sebastian Bach from Skid Row. Who's my other buddy? Stephen Piercy from Rat. You'll see some of your favorite musicians that live here in Vegas. It's going to be a who's who. Come on down. Other than that, guys, once again, it is Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to the love of my life. I did. That's why she's smiling. I did put on the little red outfit. She loves it. Guys, before we give out today's free winners, we're gonna go live, so the floor is open. Comment, question, all that. Real quick, our good friends, and we are still affiliated with Sports Memo Wager Talk. All right, this is not a Sports Memo or Wager Talk show, so we can say the F word and S and all that stuff, and nobody cares. But our good friends over at Sports Memo wanted me to let you know that there's a $2 Tuesday special going on. Capper, our good friend Ronald Kabang, Jesse Schul, and Nick Parsons, also known as the Insiders Room. All three of those guys will be on this show. They have $2 each, or all three of their winning picks for $5. And my really good friend Brian Leonard, who's a friend of mine for 30 years, guys, over at Wager Talk. You get 4 big winning picks from 4 documented winners between Sports Memo and Wager Talk for $7. There's a big site-wide special going on. They wanted me to tell you about it. It's a Valentine's Day special. Go check it out on the deals page. Every day, check out the deals page. We love Sports Memo and Wager Talk. But guys, we're going to have on people from other websites. All right. This is going to be like Switzerland. Okay. We're neutral, or Morocco, or so this is going to be a very neutral place. So we're also going to be doing some things. So you want to be a handicapper. If you want to be a handicapper, whether you're on social media or on a couple of websites, you want to come on the show, you hit me up. If you're serious about this, we'll look to get you on the show. We're going to be doing some other special things around here. Having said that, I want to talk about Adam Trigger. Yes. Adam is one of my favorite people on the planet, but he's also one of the best cappers in the world. He's going to tell you where you can find him. He's got a podcast. He's on Wager Talk. He's going to tell you where you can find him. But he does some great work over at Wager Talk, and he does a lot of free content as well. I'll tell you that. For a guy as successful as Adam, there's a lot of guys in this industry. They don't like to give out free stuff, especially when they're good. Adam likes to give out free stuff. He likes to earn your trust. He is one of the best and sharpest minds in sports betting today. He's going to tell you where you can find his podcast. He's going to tell you where you can find his premium plays. He's got a free best bet. Adam, take it away.
Yeah, so all my plays are at Wager Talk. And right now, actually, everything at Wager Talk today, $14. Valentine's Day celebration. So for the 14th of February, all day, everything $14, including my 4% best bet in college basketball, which goes tonight. As far as our podcast, so the podcast Joe is referring to is The Hustle. It's myself, Chris Thurston, Kelly Stewart, Drew Martin, Joe Ranieri will fill in from time to time. He produces the show. That is on Wager Talk TV, YouTube, 6 p.m. every Wednesday. So we'll be on tomorrow night. We give out a lot of free stuff on that show. And if you follow me on Twitter at TopFlightSI, on Wednesdays I've been doing a Twitter Spaces, which is essentially you just kind of join in. If you want to talk, I'll loop you in. Answer basically anything you have about the Wednesday college basketball board. There's always a lot of games, and it's really fun. We've actually had a good time with it. Brian Powers joined from time to time. CT Betts will hop on. Kelly's come on before. Kai from Three Man Weave. Freddie Mills. We have a good, and just a bunch of good guys that come in and contribute. And we're just talking college basketball. I'll literally answer any question. One of us will answer any question about any game on the board. So we're going to do that. We've been doing that Wednesdays at 5 o'clock directly ahead of the hustle. So that turns into a nice, couple hours leading into the games on Wednesday. So check that out tomorrow if you're free around that time. As far as tonight, so I only played one game so far, Joe. That's the 4%er that I put up for sale at Wager Talk is my one client play. But I'll come on with my Syracuse hoodie, my orange Gatorade here, and talk about the Syracuse Orange, which, as you guys know, are my local team now. I moved to Syracuse back in October. And I want to point that out quick. Everyone thinks I'm a Syracuse fan, Joe. I'm really not. I just live here now. Obviously, I root for the local team when possible, but I'll go against them if I have to. So it's really more just a team that's in my backyard, less than a fan thing. But I talked about this team last week on Wager Talk programming ahead of the Florida State game, that I thought they were really kind of starting to turn a corner. I like the fact that Jim Boeheim has sort of pivoted to playing the younger guys more minutes, specifically Malik Brown, putting him into the starting lineup. I love the fact that he trusts freshman Judah Mintz to sort of be the go-to playmaker on this team, because he really is the best player on this team. He makes mistakes, but he's the best player Syracuse has, and I think I've been critical of Boeheim. Like, no one's more critical of Jim Boeheim than me. I don't even think he should still be coaching, Joe, like, if we're being perfectly honest. But I will say the one thing I've liked that he's done is kind of had Judah Mintz's back, and said, you know what? He's going to make mistakes, but this is like our future right here. We're going to go with it. So that to me has been like a little bit of a buy sign on Syracuse. The other thing I like about Syracuse is Joe Girard has played much better than he did earlier in the season. He's kind of like the one sort of upperclassman leader on this team. He was in a dreadful run at one point where he just could not score. He's now scoring. He's leading the team in scoring, actually, 17 points per game. And he's made big shots, and he's been a leader. So that's something that I like to see from them as well. The last part of this handicap here, listen, I don't think Syracuse is a better team than NC State. I really don't. And that's ultimately what maybe keeps it off my client card. But this is a great matchup for Syracuse. NC State is not good against the zone. Everything they do plays through DJ Burns, and they want to play through Burns in the post. It's really tough to do that against Syracuse's 2-3. So, NC State's just not a team, in my opinion, that's going to have success if forced into tougher shots. And they've shown at times that they shoot a pretty high percentage, NC State does, Joe, but they don't always take the best shots, and they don't shoot particularly well when they're forced into like the mid-range jumper or the three-pointer. And then to compound that, they're playing in the Carrier Dome, which is far tougher. It's a far more difficult place to shoot the ball for a team that's not Syracuse, right? That doesn't play there all the time. Than let's say NC State in their home gym, in an arena with the normal sight lines that a gym has. So those are all reasons. Like, I was really close to adding this as a client play. I guess the only reason I didn't is the number. Obviously, like, I maybe make NC State a small favorite here. But the spot for me, guys, just screams Syracuse being the right side. They've won back-to-back games. They're starting to play their best ball. I'll be at the game on Saturday against Duke. The look ahead concerns me a tiny bit, but man, Syracuse needs to win these games, and they need to win them now. NC State has that 23 in front of their name. They're nationally ranked. So I really don't think Syracuse is going to overlook NC State. It's a good matchup. It's a short number. So I do like the Orange tonight. I think they find a way on their home floor. Syracuse, I would money line at -120. The -1 is fine as well. I think the Orange get it done. I think you're muted, Joe.
You're muted. See, my wife mutes me all the time. Sports fans, Syracuse Orange -1 from one of the best in business, Adam Trigger. Guys, numbers don't lie. He's got some of the best numbers in the business. After the show, go to wagertalk.com. Check out his numbers. Got some premium plays up for you. Check out that show. I watched this show now. He is a winner. He's going to be sticking around. I know he's got other commitments. He's going to be sticking around for a little bit. If you have any questions or comments, when he really is drinking the Orange Gatorade. You got to love him.
That was not planned, Joe.
I tell you what, when you come at him, you come correct. I'll tell you that. You bring it all. Adam, we have.
I have a question for you guys though, because we were going to bring this up before we gave out plays, but we kind of forgot.
It's a serious question.
But in today's paper, everybody knows that we live in Vegas. So today in the paper, they have that the Raiders drawing a lot of interest in to win it all in 2024. All because bettors are banking on Rodgers coming to Vegas. What do you guys actually think about that? Do you think that? I mean, seriously,
the numbers went down overnight. Really, in the last few days, from 50-1 for the Raiders to
30-1
to 30-1. A few places around town have 25-1. Now, even if he does come here, is he that much of a factor to make them go down from a 50-1 to a 25-1? And I'll tell you what, if he does sign here, they'll go down to probably 15 or 12-1. Adam, let me get your take on that.
Easiest take ever, Joe. I still think Derek Carr is probably better than him. Like, I really do. I guess I'll throw another take out. Whoever is lucky enough to get Derek Carr, like, that's a great signing. I don't think it was Carr, and I don't think Rodgers is going to save any team at this point. I just don't think he's got enough left to be, like, if you put him in, like, the perfect situation, he'll probably play great. I don't buy that Las Vegas is the perfect situation. So I would fade any, if you want me to book those action, I'll take it. Like, I don't think the Raiders are winning the Super Bowl this year.
No, I don't.
I don't either.
I don't think they're winning that division. I don't think they're going to win the conference. Heck, I don't think they're an 8-8 team. Having said that, I have a question. You're on the other show. You're on the show that you do, popular show. Joe Ranieri's on it. Who's better looking, Joe Ranieri or me? Because I know I'm better looking. He tries to claim that he's better looking than me. He's not better looking. He's got good.
He doesn't even want to.
He's got good hair, but he's not better looking than me. I'm still the best looking host in the business. I don't want to put you on the spot.
Wait.
You got to work with him.
Who's the best looking host?
I'm the best looking host.
Who?
You're the co-host, so you're pretty. you're the prettiest. I don't know. Joe Ranieri's kind of pretty. Having said that, guys. My good friend Pablo has been given the moniker the Greek god of soccer. And I'll tell you what, he's a fan favorite on every show he's on. He's got a bunch of questions already pointed toward him in the comments area. We'll get to them if we have a little time at the end of the show. So drop your comments and questions. He's one of the best that I've ever seen, period. But when it comes to soccer, I've never seen anybody better. Now, Pablo and I have become quite close over the last year and change that he's doing the First Family Show. I want to tell you, I have on 15 occasions taking who he's given out of the show. Normally, I can't get down to if the play is for that day. I can't go to the book and play it. I'll get into the whole thing. I'm not a big fan of betting online. I can't get to the book and play. But in the time, I bet 15 plays that went off either the next day or the days following. 15-0. Let me tell you, There is good, and there is great. And I'll tell you, you might know Pavlos because Pete Davidson gets a lot of his leftovers. Rumor has it he's broken the hearts of at least 2 Kardashians, Emily Ratajkowski and BB Rexa. He's a good-looking gun himself. Pavlos is going to tell you what he's been doing, what you can expect from him on the premium side. I know he's over at Sports Memo. I know he's on a few other sites. And he's got a free best bet for you. Take it away, Pavlos.
Okay, first of all, you can find me at sm.buzz/pl. Now I'm gonna give you guys a free play from soccer. I do soccer mostly. From the La Liga. It's a rare La Liga match tomorrow between Real Madrid and Elche. Now, some people might call me crazy for this pick, but just hear me out here. Real Madrid, of course, are one of the best teams in the La Liga. In the history of the La Liga, and so far in the season, they're doing a really good job. Right now, sitting second with 45 points, 11 points behind Barcelona. That La Liga title is slightly slipping. There's still a lot of matches to be played, but still being 11 points behind, of course, with a match in hand, which is this match. They have a long way to go to win the La Liga title, and now they're hosting Elche, who are sitting at the bottom of the league table, just 1 win after 20 matches, and that win actually came in their last match against Villarreal. I faded Villarreal in that match. I took Elche plus half a goal, and everybody said I was crazy. But I told them, listen, there's several reasons why I like Elche to not get beaten in that match. And not only did they, escape the loss, they won. They beat Villarreal, who are currently sitting at the 8th spot right now in the La Liga. They beat them by 3-1. So that was a really nice win, and it's. In soccer leagues, most soccer leagues, the bottom teams of, at the end of the season, they get relegated. So if you get relegated, it's really hard to come back up. You get relegated to a lower division. You get fewer money from, TV rights and whatnot. So the teams who are at the bottom of the standings are fighting for their lives. And Elche, they had a really tough season so far. But after the winter break, because we had the World Cup winter break, in soccer, they're doing a much better job. They grabbed 5 of their total 9 points within their last 4 matches, and they're just showing signs of life lately. And I'm willing to back them up here at with plus 2 goals. I know, there's a whole lot of reasons to back Real Madrid here, but here's the thing. Elche have not lost by more than 2 goals in any of the previous 6 matches against Real Madrid. Of course, they lost by 3-0 earlier in the season, but prior to that, in the 6 matches prior to that, they hadn't lost by more than 2 goals. Actually, with the line set at plus 2 for Elche, they had 5 wins and 1 push. And Real Madrid now, they played a couple of completely unnecessary matches in the Club World Cup in Morocco, which is actually, this is a weird season already for soccer teams because it was cut short in November, I believe, for the World Cup. And this is just a weird coincidence for soccer players because soccer players are they're fine-tuned machines, and they base their entire season and their off season. How much are they gonna rest? How much are they gonna train in the off season? When are they gonna train? These things are very, very precise, and since the pandemic, these things have been let's say they've been affected. So 2 years after the pandemic, we still see, the decision to hold the World Cup within the season. It was a really bad, and we see big teams struggling after the World Cup break. And now Real Madrid had to travel to and from Morocco. Of course, Morocco and Spain are very close to each other, but they played a couple of matches in a time frame where they shouldn't have. And traditionally, teams that come back from the Club World Cup, which is usually held in either January or February, they struggle in their next match. So give me Elche with plus 2 goals here. It's a bet that actually gives us 3 ways to win and 1 way to push and just 1 way to lose. Now, this bet wins if Elche win. This bet wins if the result is a draw. This bet even wins if Elche lose by 1 goal. And of course, this bet is a push if Elche lose by exactly 2 goals. And this bet only loses if Elche somehow suffer a devastating loss to Real Madrid. But judging by what I've seen so far, Elche are showing signs of life. Real Madrid are struggling and just played a couple of matches where they shouldn't have. Give me Elche with plus 2 goals at minus 115 here.
Great stuff from the Greek god of soccer. La Liga action, Elche plus 2. He said 3 ways to win. Guys, he sold me. I know he sold
1 way to push.
one way to push. Guys, here in Vegas, you got to pay extra for a three-way. But other than soccer, guys, if you're like me, I want you to know soccer is the biggest spectator sport in the world. And I know everything there is to know about gambling. I don't know a lot about soccer, but I listen to everything Pablo has to say. If he told me today is Christmas, I go put my Christmas tree up and I throw my calendar out because I'm telling you that's how good he is in soccer.
The only thing you know about soccer is what you learned from Ted Lasso.
That's the only thing I know about soccer.
That's nice. That's good enough.
But I don't have to know anything. And guys, I want you to know, I don't have to know anything about soccer to make money because I follow a winner. That's why people say all the time, well, I can't believe I have to pay for this. Well, guys, you get what you pay for in life. And I will tell you this. Yes, a Hyundai will get you the same place a Bentley can, but it ain't going to get you the same in the same style. All right, I'll tell you that right now. But you do get what you pay for. When I am sick, I go to a doctor. I don't take my own appendix out. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you what, though, I don't know one doctor that could pick winners like the people on this panel either. So just want you to know, I have somebody that takes care of all my investments and my stocks. That guy calls me every day for winners, and I don't know who's made who more money. So having said that, people say, well, I don't need to know everything there is to know about soccer to follow a winner. And Pablo is a winner. You go over to sportsmemo.com after the show, go to his page, you follow him. Now, I know Adam says he's going to stick around for a little bit longer. He's got a little more time. I know he's got other commitments. So if he has to take off, it ain't because he didn't pay his electric bill. It's because he has to take off. I want to talk about the First Lady of Las Vegas real quick, guys. She has made a name in this industry. Now, I want you to know I'm proud of her. She married me. She's a pain. She's a bigger pain in the ass. We all know who the big pain in the ass in the relationship is, but she is a winner. Since she became a documented handicapper, she has been in the top 5 of every sport she's contributed to in the last few years. And, this is not an easy business to break into for anyone, particularly when you're female. I know Adam works with Kelly. Once in a while, we work with Ariel. There's only a few ladies in this business that have sustained because this is a man's club. It's hard to break down the barrier it's hard to break down that wall. Dion is one of the few women that's broken down the wall and kept that wall down. And I give her a lot of respect for it. Dion's going to tell you what she's been doing. She's going to tell you what you can expect from her. She's got a free best bet. Dion, take it away.
Yeah. So my game yesterday on the show won great with the Nuggets yesterday. My premium plays did fall short, so I am taking the day. But I have a nice free winner for everybody today. And this play here actually almost made it as a premium play. So let's jump right into it. And, guys, sports betting isn't about popularity contest. And it doesn't matter who wins or loses. The only thing that matters is who covers. And right now, there is no team in the Big East as hot against the spread as the Hoyas. They have turned into a covering machine, getting bettors paid in 7 of their last 8 outings. Granted, they have only won 1 of those games, but they have been absolutely money to us sports bettors as they are seriously undervalued. Seton Hall, following a pretty decent start, seems to have hit somewhat of a speed bump. A few weeks ago, they took a bad beating at home against Marquette 70-49. Then they rattled off 3 consecutive victories against teams that they should have beaten. And then their last 2 games, they got smoked by 13 at the hands of Creighton and lost by 4 on the road to Villanova. While they do possess a decent defense, their offense is absolutely atrocious. I don't think they have enough talent offensively to cover this game, especially against the Georgetown team that has covered 4 straight on the road. Oh, and by the way, the road team has also covered the last 5 meetings in this series. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Hoyas today in this matchup.
Hoya, boy, a destroyer for those people that are as old as me. First Lady of Las Vegas said take the Hoyas tonight. And I do respect any capper that takes a day off, guys. Thanks. Even Pygows likes that.
She hears something
outside. I do respect any capper that says, hey, here's a free play, but I'm taking a day off on the premium side. We're not just here to give you action, guys. We're here to give you winners. Unless we're betting it, we would never ask you to bet it. So when we take a day off capping, it says, hey, there wasn't something strong enough as a premium play, but this almost made it. So I respect that. First Lady of Las Vegas is a winner. She's on multiple websites, also featured as one of the best cappers over at sportsmemo.com. She is one of the best, and you need any more proof she married me. And our dogs are excited today. They got snow outside. They're barking. I want to take the floor for a moment. Guys, I'll tell you what's going on here. Let me flash that. And last time I said let me flash that, she got a surprise. Sports fans, I come off. Pablo's like that. Sports fans, I come off.
A dirty mind
I come off a nice big winner last night in college basketball as Miami, Florida took down North Carolina by 8 as a 6-point dog. Guys, I put up my free game yesterday on the show. Well, we had the Knicks on the free play.
Yes.
My New York Knicks, they got us paid against the borough of Brooklyn, where they beat them down. It was a nice win here on the show. I want to tell you this, my friends, I'm not here to give you action. I'm here to give you winners. I passed on all websites today as far as premium plays go. I thought the lines were a little bit tight, and to be very honest with you, I could have used a day off. I work 7 days a week, and whether you believe in God or not, as far as the Bible goes, he took Sunday off and he was God. So I could have used a day off, not to kill myself looking at games. I did look at the numbers. I didn't love it. I said, you know what? I'm not going to push anything. So I did not put up any games on websites. Having said that, I'm not going to leave you flat. I have a wonderful free game winner in the NBA for you on my free pick line. Now, that free pick line is going across the bottom. It's a different free play that I'm going to give out on this show every day. I will tell you that. And you know the record. Jeez, the 72% across 8 years is off the charts. All right. Something did catch my eye in college basketball today. I do feel has a high percentage of making you a profit. So I want to also talk about the Big East. Okay. All three plays today were in the Big East. Look at that. In basketball. In a matchup between St. John's and DePaul, guys. Let me flash that up there again, my friends. I am well aware of the fact St. John's has just 1-7 straight up on the road this season. I'm also well aware of the fact that it's been about a month since they won back-to-back games. However, there's always a however. However, just 3 nights ago, they took down Providence at home 73-68 as a 5-point doggy. We all know there's not a lot of time left in the regular season. So if the Red Storm want to make a move at climbing up the conference ladder, they must make a move now. And what better team to achieve that goal to face than DePaul? Let's face it. The Blue Demons are anything but demonic. She laughed while I was writing it up. They are 9-16 overall, which does include a 3-11 mark in conference play. They're currently riding a 6-game straight-up losing streak in which they are being outscored by over 11.8 points per game. By the way, guys, they've only covered one of those last 6 outings. St. John's, they've won and covered the last 2 meetings in this conference rivalry, including the only matchup this season back in December 7th, an 86-67 blowout at home. DePaul, they've got quite a few guys banged up or out here tonight, and that certainly ain't going to help their cause. I just don't see them on either side of the court matching up with SJU at all. Take the Red Storm, and you will take your bookmaker's money. I do like this, but like I said, across the bottom of the screen, my free pick hotline has a free NBA winner tonight. Yes. Almost made it as a premium play. Let me bring everybody back on. Let me go through some comments real quick. Everybody loves Pavlos, man. Pavlos, you get a lot. People don't realize. I know Pablo, you answered this, but our good friend minus $150 is not for me. I like him already. He says he took first goal. He took that day. Any thoughts or comments on that, Pavlos?
Yeah, it's a good bet because PSG are non-existent in the field right now. Bayern Munich have the upper hand, and they should be able to score the first goal. PSG are one of the best teams in the world when they're full, when they're healthy. But now, Mbappe, he's at the bench. He barely, got the green light to play in this match. So if this team is not at full health, just don't be so sure about them. So Bayern Munich is the right play to make, and hopefully he gets paid.
All right, I got you.
And you know what's nice too? Minus 150 is not for me. Was joined in yesterday, yeah. And if he played all of the games that we had on yesterday's show, he would have went 3-1.
3-1. We did pretty good. Let me ask you. Nice. Minus 150 brings me brings up something that brought me up. Adam, we're around the corner from baseball. We're like a month away from pitchers and catchers, really, maybe even less, right? For every month, about a month away. And baseball season is where I feel a disciplined gambler, sports bettor, can make his most green. It's a long season. You got, 6 days a week. You got 12 to 15 games. 1 day a week, you got a little less, 4 to 7. But I'm not a guy that I don't care who's pitching. I don't care how good a team is and who they're facing. I will never put out a game above $1.40, $1.45, and that's really stretching it. I know you're very good at baseball. I know you're a big baseball fan as well. How do you feel about juice and juice laying?
Yeah, So the only scenario I might lay a little juice, and when I mean a little, I like nothing more than minus 130, is if I'm getting the run and a half. Okay. So I would take a juiced plus 1.5 if it's like in the minus 120 to minus 130 range. Only if the underdog looks sharp and has gotten some support in the market, and I can still get that plus 1.5 in that range, because typically you don't always see those, right? Like if you follow that and look at it, you won't find it that often, because the books have gotten pretty good with making sure those plus 1.5s are juiced up just enough so they're hard to bet. Minus 135, minus 140. Same thing with sides. In my opinion, I really don't like to lay more than $1.25. Like, it's just sometimes you're gonna have to, especially like with the splits that are at most books. So for us, like, I mean, you can find a book that's got like a true like dime line in baseball, but I think when we give plays out and we, we just have to play it like what's widely available. And most don't always have that true like 10-cent split. So you have to kind of like, you can't just like take the one rogue. Like in most cases, there might be one plus 102 out there where everyone else is getting minus 110. So it makes it even more difficult, in my opinion, to lay any juice because you don't want to take like the one minus 130. And this is for me from the perspective of, telling my clients what to play. You don't want to take the one minus 130 if you know everyone else is getting minus 150, right? Like you just don't want to do that. So I like to sort of, target anything between, I usually say anything from like, minus 120, minus 125, I think is fair. Like, but once you start to creep past minus 125, you really have to hit a high percentage. I mean, even above and beyond what already is, you already 50 and change, right? To break even against minus 110. So I try to really be, really pick my spots when I'm even going to lay minus 120. So yeah, to minus 150, not for me. It's not for me either. You're not going to catch me laying minus 150 pretty much ever. Just pass on those. Those are like, it almost doesn't matter how good the matchup or the spot is. If it's minus 150, you probably just want to like let it go. Don't have like the FOMO.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you, I've seen people just recently too on social media putting out teams on the money line in NBA that are like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-point favorites going, hey, got this minus 230. Dude, listen to me. Listen to me. I got to tell you, especially in baseball. There was a guy last year in our business. I don't put anybody down. I don't have to. When you're Brad Pitt, you don't have to say you're better looking than Matt Damon, okay? We don't have to put anybody down. But I will tell you this, Pavlos. I seen last year. So I said I hit a 3-teamer for all my people today. Dodgers, Yankees, Astros. Dodgers, Yankees, Astros. The smallest line was minus 220. It went up to 290. I will tell you this, guys. If you play a 250 favorite and you win, more power to you. If you lose, you now have to win the next 3 games to get back in the plus column. It is ridiculous. You don't have to bet every game on the board. And although a win is a win, I got to tell you that you don't pay juice on a winner. If you lose those games, and trust me, the Yankees, Dodgers, and Astros are going to lose. I mean, come on. They win 90 games. They win the division. All right,
Joe. Let me jump in quick.
Go ahead.
For just to use this as an example for baseball, if you like a minus 150 favorite or minus 160 favorite, just play them minus 1. Like it's offered at a lot of books now, and if it's not offered, there's a very easy way to calculate what you need to put on the run line and what you need to put on a money line to make it a true minus 1. Okay, so it's like. And you can find that calculator out there easily. I have it somewhere. Most of the time, sometimes it works out where you just play half on the money line. The simple way to do it is half on the money line, half on the run line, even though that's not the true way to do it. But you're gonna make out so much better in the long run. If you want to play those bigger favorites, playing not the minus 1.5. I don't play minus 1.5 in Major League Baseball. I really don't. Like, it's just not my style. But minus 1 is manageable. And you basically, you can take a minus 150, minus 160 favorite, play it minus 1, and you're probably in that minus 110 to minus 120 range.
Makes a lot of sense. Great betting insights. That's not just, guys, you're going to not just get free winners, you're going to get some good betting insights. This is gold, guys. And this is stuff that we've acquired and we've learned ourselves over the years of hard knocks in this business. This is a very unforgiving business. This is like remarrying your ex. Let me tell you that. Don't be stupid. I'll tell you right now. Be smart. Do your due diligence. Listen to documented winning cappers. Adam, Pablo, Steve, and myself, the other great people you're going to see on the First Family Show. We're going to run down today's free plays.
Yeah.
Got to get you on out of here so you can take advantage of them. Let me go to my good friend, the handsome, the dapper, dressed in orange today. Adam Trigger, what'd you have for everybody today?
Yeah, so I've got a 4%er up at Wager Talk. all day. Everything at Wager Talk, every handicapper, just $14. For my free play today, I like the Syracuse Orange. Lay the point. I think they've played great lately, and again, it's a great matchup for them on their home floor against NC State, who doesn't play particularly well against the zone. I think it's going to be a tough matchup for them on the road in a place where it's really kind of tough to hit mid-range jumpers and a ton of threes. So this is a game I think Syracuse can win. I would lay the point there. Again, not a client play. I only have one client play today. I love to give out the the 4%ers on the show when I can. I gave out a winner last week with UConn, but I didn't have a second one today, so I apologize for that. No. It's a lean for me on the Syracuse Orange. If you want the one thing I actually really love today, that's over up at Wager Talk, and it's up at a discount, so go check that out.
Gotta love Adam Trigger, my good friend, the Greek god of soccer, breaking hearts and killing books. What do you got, Pablo?
I do have a 5% Europa Conference League for Thursday. It's a play on the money lines in the Europa Conference League. I'm 14-2 in this 5% money line bets this season. 87.5% winning rate, plus 61.15 units. So it's been going amazing with this 5% money line bet. And my free play is for tomorrow on Wednesday in the La Liga in a match between Real Madrid and Elche. We're going to take Elche plus two goals at -115. That's 3 ways to win. 1 way to push and just 1 way to lose.
I got to love the Greek god of soccer. 14-2 and 5% plays. Amazing. The first leg of Las Vegas, what do you have for everybody, darling?
I am going with Georgetown plus the points tonight.
And your sexy and savory host, who's better looking than Joe Ranieri, said take the St. John's Red Storm minus the 1.5. It is a winner. They're playing a horrible, horrible team. I think the 4 of us and one other, and the Towel Boy could probably take down their opponent tonight. Couple quickies, because who doesn't like an afternoon quickie? Get you on out here. Everyone, please subscribe to the channel. We really could use your help. We need to get these numbers up. We really want to. Plus, subscribe, and I'll put your name in a hat. We got all the Super Bowl swag. We have official Super Bowl T-shirts. We have a ball signed by all the main Eagles. We have a ball signed by all the 2 main Chiefs. We're going to be giving them
gets the T-shirt.
250 T-shirt. 500 gets the Eagles. 1,000 gets the Chiefs. That's our gift to you for saying for subscribing. Please subscribe. We're going to run down. We're not going to run down. We already gave out today's free plays. I'm a little backwards. The snow.
Want to give them out again?
I'm looking out to my right. 50 feet that way is my backyard. We've got a gorgeous backyard. Adam's going to be hanging out with CT Bets come August with us in the backyard. 4 professional grills, kegerator, 4 lounge areas. We got fire pits. We got refrigerators. We got bars. We got umbrellas. You name it out there. And I'm looking out by the pool, and it's snowing in Vegas. It was 67 degrees yesterday. I'm telling you right now, it threw my game off a little bit. We were worried we were going to have some internet problems, but fortunately we did not, guys. But please subscribe and follow Pavlos. Dale's going to tell you all that, and we're going to get on out of here.
So make sure that you follow all of the guests on the First Family Show on their social media pages, along with their websites, along with myself and Joe. And make sure you tune in to the First Family Show for a ton of free winners, some great betting insights, and a few laughs too. And on behalf of Adam, Pavlos, and us, this is the First Family.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.